चल स्टार्ट।
आप सभी का स्वागत है आपके चहीते जानदार शानदार पॉडकास्ट में। मैं हूं आपका होस्ट मॉडरेटर आशुतोष और मेरे साथ है बड़ौदा वासी लंदन रिटर्न वत्सल बोरा, साथ में पोरबंदर से लॉर्ड राजानी, ओक्लाहोमा से हमारे जूम के प्रस्तुतकर्ता रोशन समीर अन्नम और नेदरलैंड्स रिटर्न बड़ौदा वासी यश पराशर, and his claim to fame is he has a fantastic jawline and उसने हमारे ग्रुप के आधे से ज्यादा लड़कों को कहा है बट यू वुड नो दैट इफ यू हैड प्लेड फुटबॉल इन रियल लाइफ। सो हमारा सारा भी जो पैनल है ना, मैंने आज ही एक्चुअली मैं सोच रहा था कि यश का क्या मैं इंट्रोडक्शन दूं, तो वही है कि अपने पूरे चारों पांचों लोगों में एक रोशन है जो ठीक ठाक फुटबॉल खेला है, बट रोशन वाज नॉट द बेस्ट प्लेयर ऑफ हिज टीम, इवन रोशन वुड एग्री टू दैट। और मतलब बाकी चारों लोग हैं वो आर्म चेयर एक्सपर्ट्स है। पिछले हफ्ते भी मतलब लॉर्ड राजा तेरे को नहीं समझ आएगा, तू खेला होता तो समझ आता। सो इट वाज हाई टाइम कि हमारे पैनल में एक ऐसा आदमी आए जो फुटबॉल भी थोड़ा बहुत खेल चुका है। सो इट्स अ प्लेजर टू हैव यू यश हियर और वी आर होप फुटबॉल खेलने वाले एज वेल एज गर्ल फॉलोइंग हमारा बढ़ जाए तुम्हारे आने के बाद। ठीक है, सो लेट्स गेट स्टार्टेड विद आवर review of both the semi-finals and then we'll look at how the final is going to.
Sure. Should I take over?
Yeah.
So let's start with discussing the first semi-final, which was Italy against Spain. Morata, as usual, villain था इस game का, मतलब in the eyes of the media, not in the eyes of ourselves. So let's start with our guest Yash. Yash, what were your first impressions? Did Italy deserve it? Were Spain unlucky? What are your thoughts?
In my opinion, I feel Italy came out there with a plan, and actually the match went out with the plan that they had thought of. So, Italy was very okay with Spain having the possession the whole match. Actually, their main target was to not let Spain play through the middle. So if you look at the match, Italy as a team is very strong in the air with their two center backs, Bonucci and Chiellini, obviously. They don't have a problem when teams play wide. So they don't have a problem dealing with crosses. And if you remember that Spain was playing with a false nine, that was Dani Olmo.
Dani Olmo, yeah.
So they knew that Spain was also going to try to play in the middle. So for them, it was, they had this plan in mind that they will not have the possession, but they will try to compress Italy in the middle and let them play on the sides. So that plan worked out for them. It was only until Morata that Spain actually started attacking them more, because Morata gives you a good presence in the air also. So even on the side, when Spain was trying to play through the wings, Italy were actually concerned about Morata. So even though we can say that Morata was the villain, it was Morata who sparked Spain's attack in the first place in the second half. So that is what I would. That was what my take on the match.
All right. So it's clearly that Italy should have gone through, right?
Yeah, I feel Italy did what they came to do for sure.
Yeah.
So they had a clear set of things in mind. So yeah, I think Italy is a very strong contender. If you look at the Euros, it's been the same since the first match itself. So they have shown that they can be a very attacking team, and they can also be a very disciplined team in that sense.
So, coming to Meet, do you think that England's strike force, like we are still yet to discuss England versus Denmark, but we all know that England are the team that Italy are going to face in the finals. Do you think the England's pace of let's say Grealish, Kane, and Sterling would be too much for Chiellini and Bonucci because of their age, or do you think they can cope up to England's pressure?
I think England will go in as equal rather than underdogs this time.
Yeah, true.
Because the reason is England's midfield. So far they had great midfielders, but they lack balance. But this time, what I have seen from the first match is Rice and Phillips are having a good chemistry between them, and that is providing shield to their entire backline.
Like we
this
can
time,
discuss.
if you
discuss England later.
What this has enabled is allowed Kane, Sterling, and whoever plays on the right side to play freely without worrying about tracking back or defending the ball. So I think this time what England has compared to previous years is the right balance. So I
Yeah.
think Rice and Phillips holds the key for their success.
And what about Italy? Are they really looking solid? Are they relying on their defenders too much, or do they have other players who can cause England trouble?
Before the tournament began, I did not have idea about how Italy, how good Italy were. I only had the stat that they only considered 2 goals. But when actually Italy started playing, I saw the first 2 matches. What I saw was Barella and Locatelli, their midfielders.
Yeah.
So I just checked who is this guy Barella and Locatelli. So I came to know that Inter winning run key player in midfield was Barella. So then I understood, okay, so why Inter had an amazing run was one of the reasons was Nicolo Barella.
Yeah.
So if you look at Italy throughout the group stages and until quarterfinal, Barella and Jorginho and alongside Locatelli or Verratti were their key guys protecting their already experienced defense. And
Yeah.
Spinazzola and this Di Lorenzo were also playing good. But the
Yeah.
problem Spain created from them was that they took out Barella out of the game. So if you look versus Spain, Barella was struggling versus Spain. So I think their game plan was to restrict Barella, and they succeeded to an extent in restricting Barella.
Yeah.
But Italy was resolute and they had scored early, so it was an advantage for them.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I think Spain would have gone through. So I think those midfield battles would be key against England as well.
Coming to Ashutosh for once. Ashutosh, are you team Italy or team England?
वैसे मेरे को कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है, बट ऑफ कोर्स थोड़ा सा कहते हैं ना पॉल्यूशन कम रहे ट्विटर पे, तो आई वुड विश इटली जीत जाए.
Okay, that's your only reason.
हाँ, मैंने अभी वो किया है कि अब मेरा फोकस है ना सिर्फ लिवरपूल, इंडियन क्रिकेट टीम और मुंबई इंडियंस, मतलब इन लोगों के ही गुडविल पे रहेगा. अगर ये तीनों इन्वॉल्व नहीं है तो मेरे को फर्क नहीं पड़ता कि मेसी कोपा जीतता है या कौन जीत, लाइक आई एम लीस्ट बॉदर्ड. बट स्टिल ऐसा अगर इफ यू पुट अ गन टू माय हेड, आई एम टीम इटली.
And Yash, any standout player for Spain in this tournament for you? Like Pedri has performed well despite all the criticism. Morata has scored 3 goals.
I feel Morata has definitely scored goals, and that is a good thing. But Morata throughout his career has this phase where he can score very amazing goals. At the same time, he can be the shittiest player on the pitch. He provides you a good work rate, but at the end, he does miss out on chances that you expect him to score. सबसे अच्छी बात उसकी ये है कि उसका जो भी एजेंट है, he always makes him end up at a good club. So even if he is a flop somewhere, वो 40 million, 50 million, 60 million में वो एथलेटिको पहुंच ही जाएगा. So I feel the standout player for Spain has been Pedri and also Daniel Olmo, because if you remember the match against Croatia, although Morata scored 2 goals, it was Dani Olmo who actually changed the game on the right wing with his crosses. So even from a Liverpool perspective, I do see Dani Olmo as a great prospect because he's currently playing at Leipzig, and as we know that Leipzig is kind of on the same path as Liverpool in terms of playing. We do often get players from Leipzig. So if we look at Dani Olmo, he's a very good, talented player who can be a Liverpool player in the future.
Just to make the viewers aware, Dani Olmo is actually a product of La Masia Academy, but he didn't get game time in Barcelona, so he decided to go to Croatia before then going to Leipzig. So do we have Roshan on the line? Roshan?
Oh, sir.
So what are your thoughts? Like any standout player from Italy that you enjoyed watching?
का पूछ, वो इंग्लैंड का है, वो इंग्लैंड वाला है, इंग्लैंड का पूछ उसको.
He's just waiting for. Yeah, let's talk about England. Like Ashutosh, can you just explain what is going on my screen right now?
Actually, ये क्या है कि Meet is absolutely terrified. Meet is terrified of this image, but it's the truth. I mean,
Meet को दोनों नहीं पसंद. Meet को
दोनों में से एक भी नहीं, जरा सा भी नहीं. मतलब Rodgers I like, but if you are talking कि वो मतलब he is top for manager Messi है, तो I don't like him. He's good
Correct.
manager.
रहीम
Like
स्टर्लिंग मैंने देखा था कि इंग्लैंड का क्वार्टर फाइनल दिया, आई थिंक क्वार्टर फाइनल तक के सारे गोल में रहीम स्टर्लिंग वाज इन्वॉल्वड, ऐसा मैंने कहीं पढ़ा था,
Yeah.
इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग.
but
एंड सो
but
फाइनली
the
ही इज कमिंग ऑफ एज, ही इज द मैन. सबको केन था, स्टर्लिंग को खेलना भी नहीं चाहिए, ऐसी बातें थी, बट स्टर्लिंग हैज कम ट्रू. और जो चीज उसको रॉजर्स ने उसको जब भी वो जमाने में बोला था, जिस तरह से उसको लताड़ा था, जो कैरेक्टर उसके अंदर इंस्टिल किया था, वो अभी हम लोगों के सामने देख पा रहे हैं. एंड ऑफ कोर्स सो क्या है कि मेरे पास शब्द नहीं है कि किस तरह से रॉजर्स आज खुश
मेरे
होगा
पास टमाटर
स्टर्लिंग
नहीं है.
स्टर्लिंग की ये प्रोग्रेस देख के. सो इंग्लैंड की ये शानदार पोजीशन जहाँ पे वो एक मैच दूर है फाइनल ग्लोरी से, तो
हाँ.
ये फोटो से बेहतर फोटो मुझे नहीं मिला. सो और मतलब अगर मीत को प्रॉब्लम है तो अगला प्रेजेंटेशन वो बनाए. बाकी तब तक थोड़ी
Let-
तकलीफ रहेगी.
Chalo, let's focus on the game.
Yeah.
England against Denmark. We have a England fan based in Oklahoma, Mr. Roshan. Roshan, can you just sum up the game for us?
Amazing. What a game.
Okay. You can elaborate, please.
The other thing is, I think, to be honest, Denmark was probably the toughest opponent that England faced in this tournament.
Not Germany.
I mean, just from the gameplay,
okay.
just
Germany
fair.
were not at their best.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
Sorry, mate.
and
Yeah, I know.
and then like you could see why England used to have these kind of problems, like Luke Shaw having a brain fade moment where he does not have to foul, he fouls, and then
Yeah.
Damsgaard scores a screamer. So
Amazing.
but as the good, I've been following England since 2006 World Cup, and this is probably the most dominant side I've seen, and they're good in all the positions, attacking wise, midfield, and defense.
Yeah.
I think this back three with wing backs, and we have been crying, I guess, every time we always discuss England, we always say they should have wing backs, like they should play in midfield rather than having a 4-4-2.
Yeah.
This 3-4-3, kind of 3-4-3 works for them. And बोल.
Yeah. So go ahead. It's your team, man.
No, so
एक तरीके से रोशन जैसा बोल रहा है ना, आई एम सॉरी NSFW कमेंट कर रहा, बट ऐसा जर्क ऑफ करते हुए ऐसा मतलब वो याद कर रहा है इंग्लैंड का मोमेंट, इंग्लैंड का मैच, और मतलब इस लाइक ऐसा ऑर्गेजम आते हुए वो बात कर रहा है ना, वैसा मेरे को आवाज आ रहा है.
but then
This is not an 18 plus channel. I just want to clarify that thing. Yeah. Yes.
but ये सारे grievances कहाँ से आते हैं? देख तू 2012 का इटली वर्सेस इंग्लैंड का मैच देख ले, like Euro
2012. Yeah.
हाँ, and then to World Cup में Iceland versus England का मैच देख ले, like these are the matches where England was the best team on paper, and yet
When
they would
haven't they been?
underperform.
Yeah.
And
sorry.
I
Yeah.
think-
Go ahead.
And I think one big reason that England is doing well is they have an English manager who understands the culture of English Premier League and the teams and how players think.
Good point.
And therefore getting them on track with like being the Kabir Khan of the team and saying one Vidya Sharma saying India, or in this case England, instead of Liverpool, Chelsea, West Ham, Aston Villa.
I'm
sure
sure.
क्यों सर हिला रहा है? मीत के पास कुछ कमेंट्स है?
हाँ मतलब
देखो, एक पहले तो मैं कहूंगा कि साउथगेट इज फ्रॉडगेट, ठीक है. The only good tactical thing he did was playing 3 at the back versus Germany, which I would say that worked out well for him. But otherwise, what England is benefiting is good managers in the Premier League. मतलब Bielsa, Phillips is playing under Bielsa. Rice had terrific season. Then
but you cannot disregard the fact that these were the same, like Rooney, Lampard, Gerrard, and all these players were also playing under amazing managers. And the only sorry.
Yes, to an extent you can say that he has given good atmosphere to play them natural game.
Man management बहुत important है, and that's what
man management I would say कि ठीक है, but अगर tactically बोलोगे तो I won't say कि Southgate मतलब Southgate masterclass.
I don't think he's a world class manager, but he doesn't have to be a world class manager. He has to manage world class players.
True. Yeah.
And if he can do it
Ah.
effectively, and I think the other thing is just just the depth of England. Like अभी तुम डेनमार्क के सामने भी देख लोगे, after डेनमार्क के पास कोई substitutions नहीं थे. After they took out Dolberg and Damsgaard, they lost all the momentum in the game. And then
Yeah.
in 90th minute, England has Henderson and other people coming in. And England has so much depth that they substituted Grealish in and then took him out because of tactical purposes. So,
Yeah.
ऐसे देखोगे, this is probably a good thing that
But-
England has. But I mean, my thing with England team when I was supporting was I always thought an English manager would understand these players much better than a manager coming from outside. Like even if you had Carlo Ancelotti as England manager, I'm
But
pretty
you had
sure
Roy
he's
Just
not-
the
Hodgson, right?
English is,
Roy Hodgson.
Sorry, Roy
I mean,
Hodgson, sorry.
but Roy Hodgson, I don't know. I don't think Roy Hodgson necessarily represents
Yeah. He's managed
like
a lot of
best
clubs
English
in like Finland and Sweden and stuff like that.
I mean,
Like,
Gareth Southgate does not have a good resume either, but I just
Yeah.
feel like he has this calm and composure about himself that he like has a very calming presence among players. And I feel this crop of players has realized that it's not about us as club players, it is about England. And when players realize it themselves, it's just showing on the field that how
but
they
if
feel.
you look the domestic season, Kane had the best season. Saka probably best player for Arsenal. Grealish probably best player for Aston Villa. Phillips and Rice probably best player for the individual clubs.
Yeah, I mean,
And Shaw had best season at United.
hmm,
So Stones had best season at City.
hmm.
Now, if you combine each of these players in their top form and playing for England,
Yeah.
it is replicating on the pitch. I
But
don't
that I agree though, Meet, I
this
do
has
agree.
happened earlier anytime.
But I do agree
यश का
that
यश का क्या
English.
कहना है? यश का
हाँ, मतलब
where does Yash stand on all this?
For this time, I would, for the first time, not for the first time, I do agree with Meet on a lot of things. But मैं मीत के इस बात पर agree करूंगा कि what he's saying is definitely true that this generation of players is very different from the generation that we saw. जो they are
Yes,
learning under
yes.
the managers that they are learning under are world class managers. तुम
Yeah.
पेप गार्डियोला के अंदर सीख रहे हो, तुम क्लॉप के अंदर सीख रहे हो, तुम Bielsa के अंदर सीख रहे हो, तो definitely you're going to be someone who understands the game really well. And the work rate that English players back in the days, the English football was definitely one of the topmost teams, but they always fell down to Italians and the Germans and even the Spanish teams for a time.
True.
Right now you see that
True,
all
true.
the talent is just in England. तो उसका फायदा ये होता है कि players actually, be it all the teams downright till Aston Villa or even the worst teams, you'll see England में managers जो हैं top level के ही हैं. When it comes to a national coach, Roshan is right when he says that you don't get much time to actually train players a lot. You have to work with what you already have.
Yeah.
जब पुराना जमाना था जेरार्ड और इन लोग के डिफरेंसेस ही बहुत ज्यादा थे in terms of they used
बहुत
to use
ज्यादा थे.
बहुत ज्यादा differences थे. Even the play style was very different. तो
Yeah.
उसका फर्क पड़ा ही है. We may call that the golden generation, but individually those players were much better than the players right now. But if you look at it in a broader perspective कि English football के पास क्या है अभी, तो English football के पास best managers हैं, best teams हैं, best facilities हैं, तो उस मामले में you'll definitely benefit. And also England is out of I think how many matches they have had 8 matches till now
So,
or 7 matches.
Seven.
So they have just played one match away from
OPI.
them. That makes a lot
Yeah.
of difference.
Yeah.
That makes
That's
a lot
also
of
true.
difference.
That's
and
also
that-
true.
I was actually going to come on that point. Despite like although they have like good players, they have like a decent manager who understands the game. The whole nation is behind them at the moment. The 2018,
I think the
the
similar
2018
similar thing.
semi-final really galvanized the whole nation to believing in what Southgate and his young team wants. And like they in the first time in like 10 or 15 years, they actually had a good reason to believe that yes, we have good players, and despite not having a world-class manager like Sven Goran Eriksson or Fabio Capello, they have
Capello.
they have someone who understands the game, and with their most of their matches going to be in Wembley, the crowd understood, the nation understood that it's our time to back our team, and I think even the fans have played an important role in taking England to the final.
एक इंटरेस्टिंग
ये-
फैक्ट था,
Yeah.
सॉरी यश,
No, no,
Yeah.
no, no.
मेरे को अब जस्ट याद आया, मैं कमेंट्री सुन रहा था कल, पीटर ड्रूरी वाज सेइंग all the 4 semi-finalists are the teams which have traveled the least
Oh,
or
okay.
have played most of the games at their home. So I mean that makes a difference. I mean
Makes sense.
Obviously,
traveling makes you
In-
tired. That's it.
yep, you are right. Actually, मुझे कल समझ में नहीं आया कि why Denmark took out Dolberg and Damsgaard so
Damsgaard.
after
Yeah.
60 minutes.
It was
I
weird.
feel that changed. The one reason I see of it is that if you look at the match, England definitely had a lot of overload in midfield. So
Yes.
जो England के जो players थे, plus they were adding Harry Kane was also dropping back. So in terms of formation, also England had more midfielders, and
Yeah.
plus Harry Kane is dropping. So he had to make a substitution that he had to remove an attacker and put in a midfielder. But I feel all these substitution could have been postponed till the 90th minute because Damsgaard was doing fine.
True.
Yeah.
Dolberg, Damsgaard, and even Thomas Delaney. तुम लोगों ने Thomas Delaney, Damsgaard, Dolberg सबको हटा दिया. The only substitution that was like to like was I don't remember, Striker or something like that for Daniel Vaz.
Ulsan.
Daniel Vaz, yeah.
Ulsan.
No.
No,
I'm
Daniel
talking about
was
the right
like the
back.
right wing back.
Right wing back वाला जो substitution किया था, Striker करके
Yeah,
था,
yeah.
and they changed him
Striker
for
last
Daniel
Okay.
Vaz.
Mhm.
Like,
So
Okay.
that is okay, but making 3 substitution at a given point of time doesn't make sense. Even Christensen was injured at one point, and they ended up with the Joachim Anderson from Fulham. So
Yeah.
itne sare substitution you do it in 70 minutes, then obviously it's going to be a very big disadvantage.
makes sense.
Dolberg, Damsgaard could have been postponed. I feel they just lost their match over there because at the end of 90 minutes they had done with their 5 substitutions, and on the other hand, England has just used one. So-
They
I
were
have-
barely
that makes
hanging
a lot of-
on since
Yeah.
last 45 minutes. Denmark were relying on penalty shootout to take them through.
I have like a
So-
question for all 4 of you. Like starting with, we can start with Ashutosh with that. Any weakness in the England side that Italy can capitalize on?
आई डोंट नो लास्ट टाइम ये सारे, खैर कोई भी प्लेयर्स कभी भी कुछ नेशनल चीज नहीं जीते हुए, बट इटली की टीम, आई एम नॉट श्योर अबाउट दिस, सो आई एम आस्किंग, इटली की
Yeah.
टीम वाले लोग वर्ल्ड कप में थे या यूरो में कुछ उन्होंने ग्लोरी लाया हो रिसेंटली?
Backline
Chiellini,
जो उसका
Bonucci
है,
शायद?
Chiellini, Bonucci, otherwise I don't know anyone.
2012
At-
Euro में they were in the final.
Final, yeah,
Final
the-
that's it.
against Spain.
That's it, yeah. Final against Spain.
Yeah. मतलब वो लोग भी नहीं जीते, बट इटली एज अ कंट्री, वो चीज में मैं काफी मानता हूँ
हाँ.
कि एक वो टीम रहता है ना, उसका एक विनिंग मेंटालिटी रहता है. मतलब साउथ अफ्रीका चोक, मतलब प्रेशर सिचुएशन है तो यू वुड थिंक कि साउथ अफ्रीका चोक करेगा, प्रेशर सिचुएशन है तो यू वुड थिंक कि टोटेनहम ही हगेगा, है ना, वो सामने वाली टीम नहीं करती. तो
You will
That's
also
the
Leicester
go
and Brendan
against the-
Rodgers as well.
Harry Kane is the biggest example. He doesn't
Yeah.
perform in top matches.
Yeah. So do you
Yeah.
think
So
he
मतलब
can
वो
he
एक
can
चीज है
hamper
जो
England's chances, or will he be motivated enough
that
to
is the
perform?
one thing that I think इंग्लैंड के सामने वो चीज जा सकता है, बट अदरवाइज जिस तरह से वो लोग खेले हैं थ्रू आउट, आई थिंक आई मीन दे शुड फैंसी द चांसेस.
Yeah. What about you, Yash? Any weaknesses in England side?
Weakness in the England side, I would still say it would be. I think attack-wise they're very good, and especially if you look at how Italy plays, England might just have an advantage there. But as far as attack is concerned, I do believe that Harry Maguire is very good in the air,
Yeah.
but their players do have a tendency of making mistakes. So I mean that's not something that could actually like is supposed to happen. So I don't literally see a lot of weakness there, but I want to see how he performs when he comes against Ciro Immobile, for example.
Yeah.
I
Because
was going to say the same thing.
because right now he has not faced. Okay, Italy has very hard-working strikers. Ciro Immobile ho, Berardi ho, या फिर even on the right side
Insigne.
you have Insigne.
Insigne.
Insigne is a very gifted player in that example. But if you look at Ciro Immobile, Chiesa itself, these players are very hardworking. They will make life hell for you. And England players do have a tendency that if they are defenders, if they are pressed very hard, they do often make mistakes.
Yeah.
mistakes. So
Makes
the
sense.
defense might be dicey. As far as the attack is concerned, I think England can do it.
I think other thing, I just feel that this match is the battle of midfields. Uh, because both of the teams have good defense and good strikers. If one of the midfield is negated by someone's tactics, then I guess the other thing is, I think if you have seen, I haven't seen any team play ball behind Phillips and Declan Rice, like chip it over them. So
Good point.
I don't know if they do that, then probably Harry Maguire and John Stones might be caught off position, and Immobile and Insigne have pace. They could use that.
Do you
No,
think?
I feel
Yeah, go ahead. Go
yeah.
ahead.
Like from a if I watched Italy since the first match itself, and I literally see the one mistake that they do often when they are playing is that Italy can do really well when they are defending very deep. As in, if they can absorb a lot of pressure, but every time they have conceded a goal, it's always been when they have tried to press high.
Hmm.
So that's the thing that can affect them. And the like Roshan said here that the battle of midfield is very important, because if you look at Italy, it's three midfielders.
Yeah.
It's whether it's Locatelli or whether it's Verratti, but it's three midfielders: Barella, Jorginho, or Verratti or Locatelli. Now England in that aspect has already loaded up their midfield with a 4-2-3-1 formation. So they already have two good players in Phillips and Declan Rice, and also Mount. So it would be very important how Mount and Jorginho compete, because they are, at the end, they are from the same club. So that is
Yeah.
a very important battle. How the number 10 from England plays against the number 6, if you say.
So I guess we'll just briefly talk about our predictions from the previous episode, and as you can see, we did predict Italy to make it through to the finals, but I don't know why what Netherlands is doing over there. So probably
नेदरलैंड्स नेदरलैंड्स का एक ही प्रॉब्लम था, डिलीट ने हक दिया.
that was all on delete.
Yeah, but I
Definitely.
would still not count on Netherlands to make the finals, to be very honest.
Yeah, makes sense. I don't know what we are thinking back then. Probably we got a bit
Probably
delusional.
it might have something to do with the jersey you're wearing.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
exactly,
It was
yeah.
biased. Yeah.
Possibly.
There's
यहाँ पे मैं
something called
Netherlands से आके
confirmation
बोल रहा हूँ कि भाई
bias.
Netherlands cannot do it.
Actually,
Netherlands cannot do it.
Netherlands were playing really well without
Yeah,
Van Dijk.
group
Yeah,
stage.
I was surprised
this-
Netherlands could be this good without Van Dijk.
चीज क्या है पता है कि
this prediction was made based on group stage performances. So
Exactly,
that's why it looks
exactly.
like that.
बट एक चीज ये भी है ना, मैं इंग्लैंड और जर्मनी देख रहा हूँ ना, मैंने वो एपिसोड भी देखा था, लाइक इंग्लैंड जर्मनी, रोशन एकदम तैयार हो गया. हाँ, भले ही वो इंग्लैंड का ऐसा 2006 वाला फैन है, इंग्लैंड जर्मनी, हाँ जर्मनी जीतेगा.
अरे भाई, इंग्लैंड जर्मनी
Even
वाला
Roshan
तो
would not
रिवेंज पता है कौन सा है? 2010 वर्ल्ड कप में लैम्पार्ड का गोल जो उन्होंने बोल दिया था कि भाई नहीं है. आई रिमेम्बर, मैं टीवी में रियल टाइम में देखा, मैं बोल रहा गोल है, इतना अंदर है, खत्म हो गया मैच वहीं पे.
लैम्पार्ड का शॉट था ना वो.
हाँ, लैम्पार्ड का शॉट.
अपसन ने वो दिन गोल मारा था. 4-1 था.
That was a face goal, header भी नहीं था, मुंह पे पड़ी थी.
Actually इस बार जर्मनी का कोई चांस था ही नहीं, because they were without striker, और हमल्स इसलिए लाया because Sule was coming from ACL.
I think Matthias Ginter is not a good defender. Matthias Ginter is not a good defender.
ना जर्मनी के पास अटैक था.
ये चीज देखा है तो सारी टीम का ही है. If you look at Germany, they don't have a striker. If you look at Netherlands, they don't have a striker. If you look at Spain also, striker नहीं है. ये जो जितनी भी बड़ी टीम्स है, they lack a striker right now.
पर जिन लोगों के पास स्ट्राइकर है वो पेनल्टी हकते हैं, like फ्रांसिस किलियन एम्बापे.
फ्रांस एक्चुअली
फ्रांस का एक ही प्रॉब्लम है. फ्रांस का एक ही प्रॉब्लम है in trying to accommodate Griezmann, Mbappe and Benzema, they lost 3 matches. मतलब अगर तुमको 3 को नहीं खिलाना, you get rid of Griezmann and play extra midfielder.
I think
Tolisso जैसा प्लेयर खेल सकता था बीच में.
Yeah, just give me a moment. I just have an idea in my mind. Just sorry to interrupt. Is France facing that same issue that England used to face during the time of Lampard, Gerrard and Rooney? I know they won the World Cup. That's all good. But are they still facing that issue of putting all the stars in one team and magically wanting them to, hoping that they'll perform?
They have
I
a
don't think so,
problem of
because
plenty.
when they play for France, they actually overperform. If you put individual players together in France,
You're
they're
talking about
actually
Pogba,
performing
right?
better than what they are performing for domestic
No,
clubs.
not necessarily Pogba, any player.
Okay.
Like if you
Any
say,
player,
Hmm.
because
No, I mean
Kante
in
is
terms
different
of
player for.
in terms of if we just as a joke here, if we look at United, all their players are performing really well when it comes to international. teams.
Exactly. And United fans are so happy that Shaw, Maguire, Pogba, and all are performing, and all of a sudden their season is going to be fantastic. पर अगर हम
मतलब उन
ब्रूनो
लोगों
की
ने
बात करें कि वो यूरो में परफॉर्म नहीं किया, तो वो बोलते हैं कि नहीं, दैट्स नॉट देयर इश्यू. तो मतलब
नहीं
डबल.
पर पूरी दुनिया ढूंढ ली टू अनलॉक पोग्बा, दे कुड हैव साइंड कांटे.
True. They're afraid.
फ्रांस का प्रॉब्लम है, प्रॉब्लम ऑफ प्लेंटी टू. सबको एकोमोडेट करने के
Makes sense.
चक्कर में वो अपना शेप लूज करते हैं हर बार. एंड आई थिंक
लास्ट टाइम क्या था, ये मतुडी वाज डूइंग द डर्टी वर्क व्हिच Rabiot could not replicate.
Yeah.
एंड
Because-
Rabiot is
so
not a dirty worker. Like वो cute
Rabiot is
cutesy-
classy guy.
हाँ वही. He is more
और दूसरा क्या था
Coutinho-ish.
कि बेंजेमा नहीं था, तो ग्रिजमन एंड जिरू वेर प्लेइंग अप फ्रंट एंड इट वाज 4-4-2 एंड Mbappe was on wings.
Yeah.
तो उनका बैलेंस वाज वेरी गुड. अब बेंजेमा को तुम रख दिया तो फिर you are going to play 4-3-1-2 and it is disrupting your balance.
I guess
I
only
think Giroud as a player is very selfless. मेरे को
Yes,
Giroud बहुत
true,
पसंद
true,
है.
true.
तो Giroud actually पता नहीं उसका issue भी हुआ था with Mbappe. Everyone was saying that, but Giroud did not like the whole Benzema thing. But Giroud always provides you service when it comes to holding up the ball.
That's
True,
what I was
true.
saying.
Absolutely. वो फेर्मिनो जैसा है कि जो उसके साथ खेलता है वही उसकी वैल्यू जानता है.
Like I think Giroud is like only a few goals behind Henry as to become France's all-time top
is
goal
it?
scorer.
I think he had
Giroud को-
44-45 goals already, and I guess
जीरो को तुम कभी भी हाफ टाइम के बाद भी अगर चेल्सी या आर्सेनल लाता है, he is
Hmm.
always
He's
a aerial threat. तो I think his whole career has been at wrong clubs.
I
So
think
I
he
think
has
the-
always been mistreated in the like he has not gotten the respect that he always deserved in a way.
True.
Makes sense.
So if you tell me
True.
that okay Benzema का फॉर्म ठीक है, काफी अच्छा है, बट इतने साल से बेंजेमा नहीं था फ्रांस की टीम में. अभी तुम कल को बोलते हो कि हाँ चलो हम बेंजेमा को लाएंगे और तेरे को बिठा देंगे, and that makes no sense in a way. Benzema actually he did perform really well. He performed very well. But तुम बेंजेमा को खिलाने के चक्कर में Mbappe was compromised, to be very honest.
See, Benzema
Mbappe and Griezmann both.
बेंजेमा का है ना नेचुरल इंस्टिंक्ट है कि लाइक वो गोल की तरफ जाए और वो गोल मारे. जीरो वो नहीं करता. जीरो होल्ड अप करके ही ट्राइज टू पुट इट टू एम्बापे और ग्रीजमैन ऑन अदर साइड. सो he would have been a better player as compared to Benzema. I feel it's just players का quality जो है, that is what suited them in World Cup, and I don't know why they were trying to shove Benzema
guess
in because of his form.
I guess the only good thing
while we are discussing,
I think the only good thing to come out of our predictions is that we actually thought Italy would make it to the finals despite predicting France to be the semi-final opponent. So we actually believed in Italy's prowess.
Italy actually from the first match they are playing very good football.
Yeah.
और इंग्लैंड का भी ऐसा ही रहा, बट इंग्लैंड का इशू क्या रहा है कि इंग्लैंड के सामने ऐसा कोई ऑपोजिशन नहीं है who would actually test them. Germany was the test and they passed the test.
Yeah. So I think
Italy France भी whitewash ही होता है. Like Italy would have steamrolled France easy, and from just the gameplay that we've seen in.
I feel we're being a bit too harsh on France. I think वो Switzerland वाला match was they took it very complacent.
Penalties, right?
Yeah, they took it. They were very complacent. I would say if they had someone who could actually like a player who actually was a leader in the team, if they had a leader, maybe they could have not conceded. They could not have given up on a lead that they actually had. So उन लोग का problem वो रहा है कि I would still say that if let's say Switzerland वाला match नहीं हुआ होता, तो France I would say would have been a very tough competitor for Italy. France any day is a very tough competitor for anyone. It was just one day off for them.
No, I
agree.
think we are being harsh on them because I think everybody feels they could have performed so much better than they have done.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it comes from
Yeah.
mostly.
I actually thought they were the favorites to win the tournament. So and
Mm.
we if you ask me my prediction, my favorites were France and Portugal. But
Okay.
Portugal तो मतलब अलग ही midfield से उतरा compared to what they were playing in
Euro.
qualifiers.
Yeah.
For Euro
Nations
and
League. Nations League.
Nations
तो-
League.
Hmm.
हाँ.
So
So
coming up, coming down to the last section of our podcast, we just want a quick prediction and the reason behind your prediction for the finals. Let's start with Ashutosh and we'll go down on my screen. So Ashutosh is first, then Yash, Meet, and Rosh.
इटली,
Score,
कोई वजह नहीं है.
score, score.
अच्छा स्कोर 5-0.
5-0.
5-0 to it. 5-0 to Italy. Yes.
जिस
अंदर
टीम
हो
ने
गया।
7 गेम में 1 गोल खाया है वो 5 खाएगा.
हाँ।
Great.
मैगवार ब्रेस ओन गोल करेगा और लूक शॉ एक आध खुद मार देगा, ठीक है. एंड एज अ मार्क ऑफ रिस्पेक्ट टू द लिवरपूल फैंस और वो जो स्काउट्स नॉट इंग्लिश वाला है, तो वो एक गोल हेंडरसन खुद से मार के देगा.
Okay. Quickly moving on to Yash.
My mind says England, my heart says Italy because I don't like England at all, and I don't like how cocky they are.
Same.
So that's the reason why I would, from my heart, go for Italy. But I think if you look at how the tournament has panned out for them, I think 2-0 England. The reason I feel like that is England's strength is playing in the middle. उनका wing play इतना कुछ खास है नहीं. Saka is actually good. Sterling is also very good. So, and Kane is probably the best striker in the world in terms of feeding him ball at his feet.
Yeah.
Outside the D, if you feed ball, he's not very good in the air. If like he's good, he's decent, but I wouldn't say his main strength is playing in the air. And Italy will actually face a problem because Chiellini and Bonucci have a tendency to press the attacker. So Kane can actually be the one who feeds someone else. So I would expect Sterling to score or Kane's feeding him. And 2-0 England is what I'm thinking of.
Plus, it's a 90,000 capacity Wembley.
Yeah.
It's going to be full. So like
they just have a lot of advantage when it comes to that. I want Italy to win, but
Yeah.
my mind says that England might just do it because of
oh god.
their strength in midfield and in the middle.
What about you, Meet?
Italy 2-1.
Thank you.
Because the two things, I think Pickford is their weak link,
Okay. Okay.
and
We haven't discussed
I
about him
think-
much.
I think पिकफोर्ड ने वन डाइक को इंजर्ड किया और साला खुद खेल रहा है यूरो के फाइनल में, तो आई
You're
कैन नॉट
still salty
सपोर्ट
about that thing.
Of course.
We'll always be
Always.
salty about
Will
that.
always be salty.
Okay.
so I cannot support that that keeper, and I'm predicting कि पिकफोर्ड हगेगा if it is
Hug
penalty
first.
shootout, or I think if own goal या कुछ भी करेगा, and it will be Italy 2-1.
Yeah.
Roshan, I know you're predicting England win, but by how many goals?
I think 2-0 is very. It's a good score.
Okay.
कितना शर्मा रहा है.
शर्माने की बात क्या है?
मतलब वो तो ऐसे बोल रहा है कि ठीक है, जनरस होने के लिए इंग्लैंड 2 दे देते हैं, वरना तो इंग्लैंड 5 भी मार सकती है.
they मार तो सकती है. The thing is कि England मेरे लिए like it's just a side of so many contradictions. Just being a Liverpool fan, being an England fan, like it is not the most common thing to have.
Yeah.
So, but इसके लिए मैं थोड़ा सा ये कर रहा था, but I'm just happy that England, even if England loses, I mean they performed really well. I think their final run to Euro was so much better than their run to semi-final in World Cup.
So
Just
I
in
guess
terms of the performance.
So I guess out of the 4 people I've asked, 2 want Italy to win, 2 have predicted England to win, despite Yash wanting Italy to win.
Yeah,
And
I feel just the one point I feel like really
Yeah.
will change a lot is that England, the players that England has, all of them have recently played in a lot of finals. Okay.
Oh yes,
That's
good
also
point.
true.
Italy on the other side just have, if you look at them, like you have Jorginho, yes, Verratti,
Yes.
and maybe you can say Bonucci and Chiellini. All the other players they have are at Inter, AC Milan, or something like that.
Yeah.
So even in terms of European football, you don't see them reaching a lot of finals. So, and अपने को पता है कि इंग्लैंड में कुछ भी होता है, इंग्लैंड में या फिर लिवरपूल हो कुछ भी हो, the atmosphere is always going to be there. So it would
Yeah.
be very difficult. Like I want Italy to actually absorb all that pressure. Going from the hotel to the stadium itself is going to be a lot of
Yes.
struggle for them. So in that case, I do believe that England will have that advantage.
So with predictions currently at 2-2 with England and Italy, I guess the final vote goes to me, and I go with England because clearly the home advantage would be too much for Italy. But since it's a final, I'll go for a narrow 1-0 win with a second half goal by Harry Kane. So I guess Ashutosh, I'll hand it over to you to wrap things up.
Yeah, I mean,
5-0.
yeah, it was. I hope हम 5 में से एटलीस्ट किसी एक का प्रेडिक्शन सही हो जाए, और मेरा हो जाए तो फिर क्या ही बात है. So it was fantastic to have all of you here, and it was a cracker of a talk having Yash in his first ever appearance in our podcast. We are looking forward to more of you in future, and that's it from our side. Thank you very much, everyone.
Like, share, and subscribe, and normal YouTube things. Thank you.